Mark, the podcast that helps artists break through the noise and define themselves in music. I'm Soul.
And I'm Greg.
And today we got a very special guest.
What up? I'm Myke Terry.
Brand new homie, Myke Terry.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
On the road with Fire from the Gods for the first time ever.
Yeah, this is our first tour together. Well, the first tour of me being in the band. Yeah.
Okay.
We've toured together with Volumes and Fire before, but never.
sick.
Yeah,
Okay, right. Yeah, so you've been on the road with them.
Yeah,
So-
but not
alright.
with them, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we wanted to go over today, but we might as well just start there, man. And like,
Sure.
The first time I saw you with Fire from the Gods was the first time you were on stage with Fire from the Gods.
That's right. Yeah, that's
in
right.
Austin with on the Traders tour. That
Yeah.
was, I mean, you guys killed it.
That was fun. Thank you. That was
You
a good
know,
time.
I'm sure there was a ton of rehearsing beforehand, but in terms of your onstage chemistry, there was y'all didn't miss a beat.
Thank you, man. It was really. I think it's come together pretty easily. The guys are all really nice and cool. And we're all like, we just matched. We're friends on the road already, so we've hung out before. We kind of have that rapport, but then actually being able to write music with them and then actually being in the band with them, that just takes it to a whole nother level. And it just from the jump, it was just very seamless. It was sick, real nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's really cool when you're homies with the band and then you start being in the band and you're like, oh yeah, this hits a little different.
Definitely.
That's tight.
That's so far. I mean, you guys dropped Incinerate.
Yeah.
You know, first song with your voice on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, I want to give you the opportunity to not say anything about it if you can't, but no problem.
Sorry, dog.
No problem. we good.
That's the best part.
I don't know if you're supposed to
Shout
talk
out
about
Brandon.
it yet.
Oh, the new music? Yeah, we can talk about it. Sure.
So I'm just wondering, a lot of times when a single drops, there's something else coming after it. So what are the plans for Fire from the Gods with you so far?
We recorded an EP, and we're still tracking and writing music even as we speak. But right now the plan is we're gonna release an EP, and then later on in the year, beginning of next year, we'll release an album. So we've been cranking out jams lately, man. It's been really nice, really just very fluid, and just like the creativity has been very just like flowing, man. It's been sick. It's been really nice.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can't really figure out that chemistry if it isn't there sometimes, you know?
Sure, yeah. And I didn't really know what to expect going into it because they called me and they sent me stuff, but it wasn't like anything like really like, it was just like very bare bones. So when I flew out to Houston where we recorded, it was like, all right, when we got in there, we just we chilled for like a day or two. And then we just really started cranking them out, and it was just like, man, all these great ideas started coming out of nowhere, and we're like, oh man, okay, we got something going.
Something going on here.
Something
I love when the
working.
vibe when you're like starting to make music and then you just feel it and you're like, oh okay, yeah, we in the pocket now.
Exactly,
we
man.
know what we're doing.
Like when you get the goosebumps, man.
Yeah,
That's when you're like,
yeah.
okay, maybe we might be fucking with something.
Or you hear something and you're like not even paying attention. You go, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, hold up, wait a minute, do that
Hey,
again.
hold on, what was that? Do that again.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like that was hard. Hold on, we got to keep that in there,
Yeah, for sure.
Immaculate studio vibes.
bro.
Yeah, no, you can't teach that. Sometimes
You really
just
can't.
get the right chemistry with a group of people, and I mean, there's a flow state you go into.
Definitely, yeah, for
The
sure.
studio is something else, man. Especially when you spend days at a time.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed the studio setting, especially when it's far away from where you live, and like you're forced to focus on nothing but that and that energy and that vibe and making music and being in that space. I don't know, it just, for me, it unlocks a certain freedom, and you can just really just go and just explore stuff in the studio, and just find what works for whatever the project you're working on. I really like that.
That's a pretty unique twist, man. Cause you in LA and
Yeah.
with Volumes being down there, it's like you can go home at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's just only because there's just so many distractions, and it's like, okay, and then traffic is bad, so it takes a little while to get going. And it's like when you're in an actual studio setting, you don't have to get up and go to the studio. It's already there. You don't have to do the commute. You don't have to all the stupid stuff on the day to day, and you don't have friends hitting you up. Oh, let's go do this. This show's happening. You're out in the middle of nowhere getting your work done. It's just like you have nothing to inhibit you doing what you gotta do.
Yeah,
you know?
it's basically like just R&R, but doing what you love.
For sure, yeah.
That's so tight.
Yeah, and you get to clear your head and just just dive in, man. It's really something special. I don't know. I really enjoy it.
That's a special thing, man. I hope that one day, like, I'm in a situation where I could do that as a vocalist. That'd be so tight.
Yeah,
like,
man.
so tight. Just disconnect and make some music, man. That sounds wonderful, to be honest.
Absolutely. I like the idea of doing a mountain retreat.
Man, yeah,
You get a cabin.
Dude, that's when I feel like I've really made it or gotten to that point where we can snow's coming down, you just drinking coffee, right, and stuff in some crazy cabin somewhere in the woods.
See, now you're talking.
Yeah, man, let me get there. Just go away for a month and come back with just jams, man.
Whole album.
Heat.
I mean, more even. If you spend that long out there, my goodness.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Oh, that's got to be, like, refreshing, though. Like, you come back and you're like, man, I don't even feel like I was working. I was just chilling.
Yeah, it really is. It is. Yeah, definitely.
And you go somewhere where maybe there isn't even any reception. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro,
like,
that'd be...
talking about disconnecting from
better.
society.
Even
completely.
better.
Don't call me. Don't think about me. Don't. Listen, I'm working, man. Leave
If
me
you need
alone.
me, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm
Straight
busy.
If you need me, no, you don't.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, so, I mean, building on that, actually, we touched on Fire from the Gods, what you're doing with them right now.
Yep.
I've been a fan of that band for years already. Really happy to see you doing your thing with them.
Thank you.
And that's not the only music that you are involved with right now, obviously. So
Sure.
you want to talk at all about the recording process for the new album with Volumes?
Well, we just wrapped on it, so recording with Volumes is a completely different monster.
Yeah.
It just takes a really long time for us to pull it. Well, this time it took a long time, but at the end it kind of like came together really fast. Michael and I really like turned the corner, and we were like really locked in on this album. So with the content and just the energy of the band and the current state of where we are, the material just kind of wrote itself. It's pretty visceral. It's really wild. And I think I don't really know when it's coming out. We turned it in to Fearless, so we turned it to the label. So we've done our part. So I don't know. We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. We got some shows coming up at the end of the year, so we're gonna be getting back out there doing some stuff. Just staying busy, get back to work.
Good shit. It must be a satisfying moment, too, when you take a whole collection of songs and you're just like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let us know when it's time to drop that.
Yeah, man.
We've done our thing.
Well, now I'm just like, come on, we put all that work to get it done. Like, what's up? When is it gonna
Are
come
you
out?
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. It's like I really wanted to see what it does in the world and just how because I know how it affects me, so I want to see if it affects everyone else kind of the same way it affects me.
I mean,
absolutely.
Let's be real. Your last album with Volumes,
Yeah.
bro. I saw people posting about it constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love Volumes, and I haven't checked it out yet. And then I checked it out, and I was like, damn, I know what people are talking about now.
Fuck
When
yeah.
you opened up with FBX, I was like,
Yeah.
that's some tasty ass shit to start this record.
It's filthy.
That
Yeah.
was so good. I was like, that's how you start a record.
Thank you,
like,
man.
straight up.
Volumes make you want to dance and punch someone in the face at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
But
This is definitely for the new album. It does a lot of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It
Throwing
comes-
ass
it
and
comes
throwing
out,
hands.
It comes out
Yeah.
swinging for sure.
Just my own personal taste with metal, I always need the groove.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
got to be there. When
Definitely,
something is
man.
groovy, but it's also got the visceral, just the heavy crunch to it,
Yeah. And you can have groove and still be like a thrash, like a black metal band. That's a groove too. It's just it's a different kind of
Just
groove.
different
But you
kind.
gotta
All
have-
kinds of different grooves. You're right.
It's just gotta swing the right way,
I mean, there
Absolutely.
was a point in like the genty kind of metalcore where it was Volumes and North Lane arguing basically for that top dog spot. Y'all were both we were watching people and they were just like, all right, Singularity drops, and everyone was like, oh yup, we got and well, Volumes drops another record, and it just was like you were hearing like the height of that sound at that era, and it would just got better and better and better.
Yeah,
loved
it
it.
was really cool to watch. I mean, I wasn't in the band at that time, but it was cool, even as a fan, to watch that rise. You're right, man. It's pretty awesome to just see, like, damn, Volumes is smashing it.
Yeah.
And then to go
Yeah.
into being in the band, it's kind of pretty fucking wild, too. I was like, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What was like getting into the band like how did that all happen?
It was like, honestly, it was kind of, I mean, it was was wild. It was a pretty crazy scenario. I met Diego, R.I.P. to the God, Diego. I met him at his cousin's birthday party. Well, actually, it wasn't even a birthday party. It was like we were at a warehouse party, and it was like 4 a.m. It was super late, and we had been having a few beverages, and we got to talking, and I mean, we had talked about me trying out for the band, and they eventually called me, and I went and tried out, and it was just kind of just same thing with Fire. Just when we went into the studio, it just cracked, and it was just like everything was like, okay, this feels cool.
Yeah.
And we just jumped in and started writing, man. And, the Different Animals came out right after that. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they're looking at you like this guy is the puzzle piece we've been looking for. It could be
sick,
a time and a place, it lines up the right way, and I mean,
right place, right time kind of thing,
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that was a special moment when you joined Volumes. I remember seeing it all over the internet, and I was like, damn, Myke Terry's in Volumes though? Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, I didn't even really think I was going to ever be in a heavy band again, so it was just wild. And then, Michael Barr had left the band at the time, so it was like me taking his spot and that whole thing, and this, it was just a lot. It was a lot of to do around the band at that time with me joining the band, and then the first tour was Warped Tour, so that was it was just a crazy string of events for us at back then, man. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like whenever a new person enters a legacy band like that, there's always going to be, there's fans in place that have been following for a long time, and they got to get used to some new flavor. It's a bigger transition than if you have the same group the whole time, and those fans come in and they get used to that group, and it doesn't change at all. But I mean, when someone comes in and starts doing a great job and it evolves into something brand new, it's still Volumes, but this is what Volumes is now.
Right.
Bands go through evolutions like that, and I love watching it happen. The new flavors get added, it kind of refreshes it in a way.
Oh yeah,
brings new people in.
It was extremely refreshing hearing that album come out. I was like, yo, okay, hell yeah, this is tight. And it was something I genuinely loved listening to. Listened to the record probably 3 or 4 times in the first day I listened to it, and was like, yo, this is tight. This is what the progression is like now. You guys set a bar that was so high.
Thank you, man.
I think people saw what you guys did and was like, damn, okay, metalcore is making a turn, and it was a good turn.
Yeah, thank you.
I
appreciate it.
That was a very monumental moment for a lot of us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, we got out on the table what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that you're absorbed in that right now, and you're, in the moment. But I mean, I guess to bring up another topic of conversation, where do you see it going from here? Because, this podcast is called Make Your Mark.
Yeah.
You're very well on your way to leaving a serious mark on this industry with what you're doing. So what does it look like moving forward for you? Do you have any plans of, things to add to what you're doing, or are you just really in the moment right now?
A little bit of both. I mean, I'm always working, always trying to just stay doing what I love to do, and that's, expressing my music or expressing myself through music, and just vibing, man. So I don't know. The plan, I guess, just continue to play, write some more albums. I'm working with a lot of different artists, doing a lot of features and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been DJing a lot, doing that kind of stuff.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got into that kind of recently. I guess I could say, I got into that pretty recently. I'm not, discredit to anyone else, but I'm learning. It's cool. But it's been a lot of fun. That's pretty much it. Just been ripping it, man. That's the only thing I want to do. Just stay rocking until I can't do it no more.
I like that. I mean, so in that the plan is flow state. And
man.
just you're along for the ride.
Yeah, man. Just it's all fun. I used to be really hung up on having all these goals and being like, oh, I got to do this and by this certain time, and and then when the things would happen, I would okay, that was cool, and you're looking for the next thing, but you don't ever really take the time to appreciate how that shit got there. Even the shitty parts, man. Even the parts where I was super depressed and broke and sad, and I still remember. I think about those times and try and still look at the good side. Damn, at least I went through that to get to the point where we're playing on a giant stage at War Tour, or we're on this tour with these guys, you know. The days that they didn't have any offers, those were cool too. Even though they sucked, they were still cool because it helped me get to this point. So I just started looking at things a little bit differently, man. And it helped me not be so sad all the goddamn time, because it's like you forget about, you lose by the time you look back, you forgot about all this cool stuff you've done. You just wasted your whole life. So
right. It's about that practicing acceptance.
Yeah, man, just being chill with whatever happens. It's gonna happen, and like good, bad, or indifferent, it's not gonna stay the same.
Nah.
So it's gonna get better. So just, you know, and if you ain't dead, or if you're not, you know, if you ain't all fucked off, then you be alright. It can turn around. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. See, there you go. For the kids at home, enjoy the journey.
Yeah, enjoy
all these local bands coming
brother.
up.
Yeah, man.
All these local bands coming up. Remember what you've accomplished, and don't get too caught up in what you want to happen in the future. Because what's gonna happen in the future is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen regardless, man.
You gotta enjoy what you're doing right now.
And just put your energy into getting yourself to that point and enjoying it, man. So just like, you know, even us, like the drive to start this tour was like 23 hours. And yeah, that's pretty painful, but it's just like, man, at least I'm on tour. I ain't, you know, I'm not doing some shit I don't want to do. I'm like, I'm having a good time. So, you know, it's not the best of times, but it's cool, you know. So I just try to stick with that, man.
I mean, it's just about putting a positive spin on it, you know. I'm pretty sure we would all rather be cooped up in a van driving to some city super far away than be at a desk.
Hell yeah,
you know,
man.
like
Getting yelled at.
Yeah, there's a reason we do this. There's a reason we do this, because it's one of the most unique lines of work that I could possibly think of, and it's every single day is a new adventure.
It's exciting, man. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to do anything else, honestly. I don't.
No matter what bullshit we deal with, this is always the thing.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It calls you back no matter what.
Yeah, you can't run. You can't run.
You can't run from it.
Run.
You think you can, but you can't. Like, it's just never going to happen like that, man. And like, you're known as a vocalist, but you've also been a guitarist in bands.
I have a little bit here and there, yeah. I grew up playing guitar, and then added singing to the repertoire, and then that kind of took off, and I kind of got away from playing guitar a lot. But I mean, just messing around or writing with other people, and like, you know, just doing stuff on my own. And then, you know, it's in Fire, it's just worked its way out that the parts that we have sound cool with an extra guitar added in there. So we started messing around and just seeing how it fit and if it felt good, and so far so good, man. It feels nice, and it adds a cool dynamic and a cool layer to the music, and just it's a different approach on playing songs live that the band has played a bunch of times. It makes it fresh for the band.
Yeah.
And it's it's a more enjoyable experience for everyone, I feel like. So I enjoy it a lot. Playing guitar, it's like I've never played guitar on this level before, so it's a pretty crazy experience.
What was it like playing in This Present Darkness?
Oh man, wild. It was really out of tune. We didn't have tuners, and it was sick. Actually, that time in my life was really crazy because I was still in high school, so I was really young. So it was like I had all these lofty goals of playing. We had never really played any shows. We only had done like regional stuff here and there, no real touring or anything like that. So it was just like, I was like, one day we're gonna be in a van, or like, one day we'll have half stacks, or at the time, just, and then it just started, like, we worked for it and figured out a way to get it, and then just kind of just took off from there, man. But it was, it was crazy, man. I lived a really wild life back then, so that kind of part of my life is a blur.
No, I feel that. You still talk to any of the homies from that band?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I'm still friends with all of the boys. We still talk, and I mean, that band went on to be Cassius, so it's like that,
Perfect.
It kind of morphed into that. So and Cassius still talks, and we are actually we're talking about re-releasing music and re-recording some of the stuff that we did, because I feel like we didn't really give it we gave it a good shot, but there are a lot of things technically that I think we would do differently. Yeah. And there's so much material that we had that we just didn't have the money to record, because man, we were just kids back then, we were working shitty ass jobs. We had no damn money. So it's like so much music went by the wayside. We like had it on like 4 tracks, like really bad recordings, and I feel like now we have the capabilities to re-record it just to see what happens and just have it on record. If no one listens to it, just that I can listen to it and be like, yeah, that was sick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
A little throwback from your earlier days in the music scene where you're like, oh, I can revisit this now,
Exactly,
but with
man.
good recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's like sometimes some of it stuff is it's a little bit unbearable to listen to for me, just because I know what it's supposed to be, and I just know that if we did it again, like, you know, it would come out better. It would actually come out how it was intended to sound. So I think, you know, why not? And if, you know, people want to hear it and want to check it out too, then yeah, fuck it, why not? We'll see what's up. Everybody else coming back together and playing some music, why not?
Oh yeah,
Just see what's up.
I relate to that in a big way too. Like,
Yeah.
Listening to something and thinking about what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like how far you, and especially when you go back years later, how far off you were from how it's supposed to
Right.
sound. You're like, oh man, golly.
Yeah, but revisiting something like that though, that's a cool idea though. Because I was wondering, like, you know, if I could take this song and redo it, you know, just add these little tweaks to it, or even just add the fresh perspective, the added experience that we have now.
Yeah.
And it would be so much more pleasing to listen to.
Right, yeah, man. And I think that it would be a service to do it, just to like, I could say, this is how it's supposed to sound, you know.
Yeah, it's a service to the music.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
You know, because it takes on a life of its own once it's out there.
For
you know.
For sure. Not to take away or do any discredit to what we did do initially.
Of course.
I mean, obviously it got me to this point, and it was, you know, it was a huge part of my life. But just to form my own, you know, my own nerdy wants, you know, that's kind of just to see it happen. I think that would be really cool.
I mean, at the end of the day, it holds a place in your history.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
I was listening back through all the bands that your manager sent over to me. He's like, he's been in all these bands. You should check them all out, you know, so you understand this guy a little better.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've been all over the place in terms of the types of music you've been involved in.
Yeah, I just want to play some tunes, man. And like, you know, and it's like sometimes we'll come up with something or write something. And it's like, oh, it's sick. I did something in that genre. It was good for the time. It was cool. I got it out of my system. Just, you know, I just be wanting to try stuff just to see if I could do it.
Right.
And if it comes out cool and it sticks, and it does, and there's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I have done that isn't good, that won't see the light of day. Like I got a rap project.
Okay.
But no, that's
okay. I was like, yo, you got any demos?
My mind's like, no.
We turn the cameras off.
No. But yeah, just like, you know, just messing around with stuff, man. And just sometimes you just get an idea and it just kind of just takes shape and just takes off. And next thing you know, you got an EP or you got a couple songs done, and yeah, you're doing stuff with it. So yeah, I don't know, just want to keep on rocking.
It was actually kind of crazy because yesterday, you know, I showed up to the show just because, you know, they were local, and I was like, hell yeah, might as well. Bury Your Dead was on Victory.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you know Joe Tichy?
Who?
Joe Tichy.
Probably by face. I'm really bad with names, man. I'm
well,
terrible with names.
He remembers you.
Okay.
And he was there last night, and he was like, bro, he's like, I remember those 2 records when we put those out. He's like, damn, it's so good to see that he's still doing this the way that he's doing it. And I was like, man, that was cool, and we had him on the pod.
Oh, dang, I didn't even know that. Should have come and said what's up.
Yeah,
Joe,
man.
Next time you see me in your streets, dog, say what's up.
Yeah, come on, Joe.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Myke is a nice guy.
Bro, him and Lance from fucking Deftones, they were last night to see you guys play.
Oh, I did see this fool walking around. Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, him and Lance from Deftones were hanging out there last night listening to y'all.
Well, cool. That's awesome. I had no idea. That's all. Shout out Deftones' new album.
We'll have to introduce you to them next time.
Perfect. Sounds
for
great.
sure.
I'd love to meet
them. They're the homies. They're great people.
I'm sure you guys will be back before too long.
Yep, I hope so, man. We don't really get up here that often, so you know, trying to get out here more, especially with the more to produce, working with getting the new album out and stuff like that and promoting it. So we'll be back. We'll be back up here. For sure. Yeah.
I'll be around every time, man.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Fully support y'all,
bro. Anytime you're in Sacramento, I'll show up.
Awesome, man.
Got you. Like, man, I love the meaningful connections you make in music, and I was even talking to your camp about it, and you know, it's just like you meet people from different walks of life, right? And they all are in music. But it's so crazy how small the industry is, and like how you'll have. It's funny because I love telling Myke this because it's just hilarious. One of my closest high school friends lives in LA. Yeah. I'm there at a Throne show on my birthday, and then she's like, "Have you ever met Myke?" I'm like, "Myke who?" And then I look over and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's fucking Myke Terry." She goes, "That Myke," and I was like, "Nope, never met him before." And we chalked it up for a little bit, and I was like, "Damn."
And then now we're doing a podcast together.
Now we're doing a podcast.
It's funny how
together.
that shit happens.
Crazy, man. Shit just boomerangs, man. Yeah, it's a very small world, man. And I do enjoy how small it is and how close-knit it is. It feels like, being able to work with people and have a connection with them and have it be friendly and not be in like a corporate setting where it's just like a hierarchy or some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot you can talk normal to each other. Like we can sit here and chat,
Yeah.
I enjoy that, man. That's kind of why I really enjoy playing music and being in the music industry is because it's so that connection is just there, and it's I don't know, I really thrive on that, and I think that it's fun to share and to spread that, and just to be, to be a good person, to be the glue, be just just be around, be present. I think that's really important.
Yeah, man. We touched on that a little bit yesterday about how we were just like, it's unique in its own way, and we love what we do, and we love just having these meaningful connections with people that, you link up with somebody on a tour that you haven't seen in months, and you're like, oh shit, we literally picked up where we stopped.
Yeah, that's the best, man. Especially you haven't seen people mad long, and then you pick right back up. The jokes are still the same. It's just good. It's a good time again. It's just like you never left. It's like having an extended family.
Yeah.
And for people who don't, or my family's kind of spread out, and a lot of them aren't here anymore, and that it kind of fills that void for me that I don't have in having family that around. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude, you had a whole crew with you when I was at that Throne show. You were hanging out with all the homies.
Yeah, man, for sure. That was a pretty good show, man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Throne.
Throne put out a
big shout out.
Huge.
They ripped.
Yeah,
that was
a
great night for them. Man.
Yeah, I saw them in Fresno at Full Circle. I didn't even know who they were. This was years ago at this point, but I mean, as soon as they started playing, I remember the vocalist was having his mic wasn't working or something like that. That was my first impression of him. I was like, oh man, that's a shitty situation to be in.
God, that's the worst.
But the guitar player, grabbed his attention. He's like, yo, grab mine, and he took his mic off, and then he started screaming. I was like, oh.
Yeah, his voice is crazy.
They dropped into something nasty. I forgot what it was in that moment, but I know like all their music now. They're just they're beasts.
Yeah.
Bro, that dude is like the lankiest kind of scrawny dude ever, but then he comes out the gate and I was like, God damn, he's pissed.
Yeah, his
The
voice is
motherfucker's
crazy.
mad as hell.
Yeah. And I mean, like, do you know him personally at all?
We met briefly, but I can't say yes, my dog. I don't know him like that. No.
No, fair enough. Because like the only reason I ask is because I feel like people who pour themselves into such angry music like that, oftentimes they're some of the chillest people you've ever met because they have that outlet for they express their emotions on this song, this song, this song. They purge it from themselves.
Yeah, it's in there. It goes into the song, so they're not walking around holding that shit in all day.
This shit is therapy.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Bro, as a vocalist, like, that shit's real. Like, when people are like, damn, dude, you say some sad-ass shit in your music. I'm like, yeah, bro, but I'm just getting it out.
Yeah,
And
just
that's why
gotta
I'm
get it out.
laughing and smiling and joking all the time.
I'm happy now.
Yeah,
happy
I'm
now.
over it. I got it out there. I wrote about it. I talked about it. I got past it. That's like it's it's a form of therapy. So it's like that's otherwise I wouldn't be able to, walk around smiling. I'd be wanting to, do some stuff. But it's way different.
It's like opening up your diary and showing the whole world.
Yeah,
It's like this is what gives me pain, but it doesn't hurt, doesn't affect me anymore because I put it out there. I allow other people to resonate with it. It's a beautiful thing that music does. It's powerful.
Yeah, it helps you work through it. You're able to work through your own situation and find some kind of resolution, and that's a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bro. Like, so you joined all these bands, you got signed, and then Bury Your Dead, did it end, or was it still going around when you auditioned for Bad Wolves?
Bury Your Dead had ended a long, way before then. I was living I just moved to California and with my buddy Chris Kane, and he and John B had started working on stuff, and we just started writing tunes, and the band was actually going, like I was going to do it, but then just they were on tour at the time. My life was in a crazy place, and then Volumes came out of nowhere with that whole thing kind of took over, and it wasn't that I couldn't do Bad Wolves anymore. Like they didn't want me to do it. It was just Volumes had taken off. We had tours and like stuff just was happening so fast that I just didn't have the time to commit my whole self to 2 bands of that I knew were going to be that high profile, or that not high profile, but just a lot of just busy. So I was like,
Yeah.
I had to just, had to make the choice, and Volumes already had the tours lined up, and we were already in mid-album recording, so it just kind of just went that way.
Damn.
And then they found Tommy, and that was, it was a great fit for them. Like, I honestly, as awesome as it was and as fun as it was to write those songs and to record those Bad Wolf songs, it wouldn't have, I don't think that I would have had as much fun and creating as I did with Volumes, because I had a fucking killer time with Volumes, man.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
been sick.
it
really sick.
shows in the music, man. Like, the proof is in that music, bro. Like, it came out and people were like, yeah, this is it. Like,
Yeah, we were
music
psychos,
is
man.
fun.
Yeah, it's
it's
fun.
fun.
You can put that shit on at a party. It's a perfect vibe.
Yeah, man. It's definitely some party music, man. And just, life at that time was so wild for me that that's the way it had to go that way. So,
You know what, though? I think we're all still happy about how your life has progressed the way it
thank
has,
you,
man. Like,
I am too. I mean, it's been pretty crazy. Some good, some bad, but mostly good. It's all
I mean, that's
just
balance,
what
though.
life
That's the
is.
balance of
Man,
life.
it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Well,
The bad
dog,
times teach us to appreciate the good ones.
Yes,
For sure.
100%.
And I've had plenty of bad times, so now I'm appreciating everything. So it's all
Yeah.
There you go.
Lesson for y'all. But
good. Lesson.
Mike, man, I can't thank you enough for coming on the podcast.
Of course, man.
I would love to have you on again whenever you're in town. Or when we can come out to you or whatever, man.
Yeah,
Like,
anytime.
love talking to you, man.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so
get
much.
to know you.
Yeah.
But y'all take care out there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so you don't miss anything. All the description will have every single link for Myke and all of his bands, including some of the ones that we were talking to tonight, so that you guys can actually go and see his whole journey as well. I appreciate y'all. I'm Greg.
And I'm Soul.
I'm Myke Terry.
And I'll check y'all next time.
See you later.